Thank you. West of the moon, we'll build our dream house out of love, love dear. Close to the sun in the daytime, we'll be near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear. We'll be sharing our love in the pale moonlight, just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, because we'll keep it that way. Up among the stars at night, we'll find a harmony tune. East of the sun and west of the moon, dear. We're east of the sun and west of the moon. Boom. Thank you. Thanks so much. Hey, big hand for the dancers. Well done, ladies. Well done. Well done. Well, one of the fun things about being a jazz musician as well is having different versions of a commonly known tune that if you've been living in the world that these gentlemen and myself have been living in a fair amount, you get exposed to certain standard tunes. And this is a wonderful tune by Miles Davis. It's kind of it's got a cool feeling to it that really speaks to me, kind of more like no other tune. So please join us in grooving on All Blues. The sky, the you and I, the sea, the sky, the you and I, it's all blues, all shades, all hues, all blues. Some blues will make you happy, some blues will make you sad. The dark, glad, light, glad, they're all around us. It's all blues, all shades, all hues, all blues. Well, life's a game that we're playing, and blues are the dues that we're paying. A prayer is prayed, a lament is made. Well, it's all in heaven's hue. All shades of blue, all blues. All shades of hues, all blues. All shades of hues, it's all blue. Thank you so much. Thank you. He's just a fabulous bass player, and I mean, as somebody who's kind of out front in the band a lot of the time, to have somebody, I mean, Kerry is it's like I mean, no disrespect, actually all the respect I can possibly offer you. It's kind of like from a central casting great bass player. I mean, you just look at him like, hey, it's gonna be like this. Rusted brandy in a diamond glass. Everything is made of dreams. Time is made from honey slow and sweet. But only the fools know what it means. I said, now, oh, temptation. Well, temptation. I said, now, oh, temptation. I can't resist. Whoa, whoa, well, I know that she made a smoke, and I'm on my way. She knows that I am broke, and I must pay. I said, now, temptation. Ooh, temptation. I said, now, temptation. Well, I can't resist. rusted brandy and a diamond ring. Everything is made of dreams. Time is made from honey slow sweets, but only the fools know what it means. I said now, ooh, temptation, ooh, temptation. I said now, ooh, temptation. I can't resist. Another big hand for our dancers. Nice job, boys and girls. Nice job. Good bow. Good bow. So the next tune we're going to do is another Frank Sinatra tune that I love to play and sing. It reminds me of kind of film noir movie plots or other plots from that era. They don't have to be necessarily film noir, but does anybody else have that feeling that when you watch those movies or you read like a Sam Spade novel that people are just drinking highballs like left and right all day? I mean, 10 in the morning they're like, "I'll meet you down at the bar," and they knock a couple back. And if you were lonely at night, I mean, you weren't home like, watching TV or something. You were at the bar talking to the bartender, trying to work out your problems there. So that's what this song is basically about. And this is a wonderful tune called "One for My Baby, One More for the Road." Well, it's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. Well, we're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Well, I've got a routine, so why don't you put another nickel in the machine? I'm feeling so sad. You gotta make the music dreamy and sad. I could tell you a lot, but man, you've gotta be true to your code and make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Well, now you'd never know it, but I'm a little bit of a poet, and I got a lot of things to say. And though I'm kind of gloomy, well, you simply gotta listen to me until it's talked away. So that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close, but thanks for the cheer, and I really hope you don't mind me bending your ear. But this torch that I found, it's It's gotta be drowned, or I'm sure to explode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Well, you never know it, but, buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I've got a lot of things to say, and though I'm pretty gloomy, you simply gotta listen to me until I'm talked away. So that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. So, well, thanks for the beer. And I surely don't mind you bending my ear. But the torch that I found, well, it's gotta be drowned, or it's sure to explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. 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 Yeah, yeah. One more for the road. One more for the road. One more for the road. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mr. Bruce Becker on the drums and Ray Sayre on the guitar. Thank you so much for having us. We're just going to do one more tune here, and it's going to be a good one. This really nice community setup, and I want to point out that before the internet and cell phones and TV even really, this is what people did. They got together and they often played music. And that's why pianos, there's a wonderful book out there talking about how pianos, upright spinet pianos, were the first things that American manufacturers kind of learned to finance. They would sell them to anybody and you could pay them off over time. And that really, there was a piano in every parlor and every living room, and that's what made so much of this music kind of grow and happen. And if we were distracted from that, or if the timing wasn't quite right, it would have been different. So that's what I love so much about this kind of music, is it really brings things that are inside of you coming back out. It's not all just stimuli that you're getting into you and somebody else is in control of that. We get together, we think about these tunes, we've listened to other artists do them, and then we bring our own version. So it's a wonderful experience, and we hope you've enjoyed it a lot. I also want to take a second, thank you, to have Meg Stollard stand up. Meg's right there. She's the one that makes this all happen. Thank you so much, Meg. They're really big parts of this community, and it's great to be back. Thank you, and thank Tom, please. Thank you for that. move on down the line. I'm gonna pack up my suitcase and move on down the line. Because I ain't nobody's baby and I sure ain't making time. Well, nobody loves me now. Nobody seems to care. No, they don't. I said nobody loves me now. Nobody seems to care. Well, look, baby, and I know I have a share. Well, every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. Well, I ain't nobody's baby, and it's you I hate to lose. Yeah, play right. Because I ain't nobody's baby and I sure ain't making time. Well, nobody loves me now, nobody seems to care. I said nobody loves me now, nobody seems to care. Well, there's bad luck, baby, and I know I have my share. It's a you I hate, it's a you. It's you I hate to lose. Every day I have the blues. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Tom.